In today's video, we're going to cover the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation Trust portfolio. I'm reviewing this foundation trust for the two reasons. Why? Because the foundations, as per the definitions, as by the Wikipedia, is a charitable foundation or trust. Right? So given that in the market volatility, so why not have a look into such a big portfolio whose value is over 22 billion and only has 21 stocks. Yes, so I have already revealed the portfolio values and number of stocks. What we'll do in the agenda, we'll look first the list from 10 onwards, basically which doesn't make in the top 10 list. I'll quickly look into that. Then what stocks which portfolio sold in the last quarter and what they bought in the quarter, and what are his top 10 stocks countdown based on the percent of stage of allocations. Just want to give you the heads up that this portfolio compositions is coming from 13F filing, basically from this website riskanalytics.ca, which provides, I got this, it tracks over 100 plus super investor portfolio, and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundations is the data I got from here as well. And I'm using this stock site time interval to analyze this stock. So as you can see, the tabs open on that. Okay, so without further delay, let's get started. Okay, so the stocks which doesn't make the top 10 list is, if I go by, these are in thousands, so this is $286 million value of US dollars money invested in that. And this increase and decrease, it says whether this is increase in value or decrease in value. So we can see the Coca-Cola, the ticker is KOF, the Grupo Apple stocks, right? This value is decreasing. Amazon, Alphabet, both class A and C, Twitter, and on, right? So it's a part of this portfolio which doesn't make. So this means the percentage of this is why I didn't go into deep, is less than 1%. So this means there's very good composition if you see from the portfolio perspective, right? Rather than avoid our focus on the narrow stock analysis. From the portfolio perspective, they do have those high risky stocks, right? The growth stocks, but the value is less. So in case if something bad happen in the market, so it doesn't affect the value. So that's what I got from here. Okay, so these are the stocks which the portfolio manager sold. So the person sold the Baba, which is the Alibaba very famous tickers. This is one of the good stock as well, but seems like it's not performing well. I have make a very detailed stock valuation video on that using 2-3 models. If you are following my channel from a long time, then you might know, you can easily search my channel and find that, where we use the net profit model and the enterprise value model, free cash flow model, and come up with the true intrinsic value of the stocks. The another two is the Boston Properties. I'm not very much familiar on this one, but the Uber Technology, I did some stock analysis on the Uber Technology, not in depth, but I did find last year that they have a lot of debt in there. That's the main problems with the Uber, but seems like the portfolio manager sold these stocks. Okay, so this is what the manager bought, the Caterpillar recently, maybe he and if you can see, the investment is 9.18% of his portfolio. So that's a very huge investment. It's over $2 billion, the current value at that from the data which I got from that riceanalytics.ca website. So if I go to this Caterpillar, I'm using the same website as you can see. So in this one, one thing I like about this not only lists, okay, which portfolio managers own the stocks, but all other portfolio manager as well. So we can see, okay, not only this trust, but some Gotham Asset Management, Macro Asset Management, they also own ARC, which is a disruptor, also own the stocks, but the percentage, as you can see, is very low, right? not even 1%. But only Bill and Melinda Gates Trust Foundation has these many shares, and almost 10%, right? 9.18% in value. None of the manager has sold it. So let's see what some of the fundamentals quickly into this. We all know the Caterpillar is very famous industrial equipment supplies. They also right now into the robotics as well. So let me know if you want me to cover the detailed analysis of the stocks. But quickly, if we see the margins, this is the 7.18% net profit margin, whereas the these are in decimal places. So if I convert this into percentage, that the gross profit is coming out close to 29%, right? And the operating and the pre-tax margin is quite, operating margin coming as 11.62, and pre-tax margin is 10%, which is looks good. And one good thing is this is a dividend paying stock, so dividend yield is 1.19%. The PE is looks quite expensive, it's 40 right now, but that's depend upon the also how the company is growing and many other factors. But from the liquidity perspective, I didn't see any problems. Is over 1 and is over 1. The debt to equity ratio is quite high, so seems like wow, the company has a huge amount of debt as compared to its assets. So maybe that's one of the problem, which I can quickly see if I glance it. So, and the return on asset is quite low, 3.8. It makes sense because, and the return on investment capital is 7.21. It also makes sense. Why? Because this is a quite heavy asset driven. It's required a lot of capital deployment in order to generate the return, because to come up with those big monster machines required a huge amount of setup. So that's good as well. Okay, and on the last but not the least, I think the free cash flow is quite positive as well. So that's a quick review. We also have, seems like the stock market has, if I see the chart shows if quite $212 right now, right? And if I go, it goes quite up and then it's dropping and going up as well. So anyway, so, and I didn't see any insider selling this stock, so that's quite good. Okay, so that's on the Caterpillar. Let's continue with the next stocks. So the next one is in our list is, now we'll start the countdown from 10 to 1 in descending orders, and I'll pick like one stock or two stock and do some kind of similar analysis, and I'll put share a link as well on this video if you want go over and look this portfolio yourself. This number 10 is this company SDGR ticker is only 2.47. And then two are the delivery or company, right? The UPS is a quite famous name, and FedEx, they deliver parcel and all. So during this COVID-19 time, these companies really valuation was quite high and did a very good job in delivering. I'm using the same. So UPS side again, this is 3.14 ownership, but I also see the Jensen and Investment Management, Ray Dalio's Bridge Associates, and the Gotham Asset Management, who wrote the Magic Formula book, and Berkshire Hathaway has very, very small percentage, is maybe 3 decimals, and even ARC Management. So looks like quite a good popular name, although the percentage weight is very small. There are some manager Taibon who also sold this. He's from the Hong Kong company. So if I quickly look into the valuations, the 52 weeks high and low is 178 and low is $82. So wow, that's a huge jump, right? Okay, the company market value is $137 billion and enterprise value is $168 billion. That's the number of employee. Okay, let's see the PE. Oh wow, 97. This is crazy. It seems like it's 97 times. So it's very, very expensive. The margins, okay, the margin are honestly not that great. It's only pre-tax margin is 2.34%, which I really don't like. Debt to assets, again, wow, debt to equity ratio, you can see 41. This is huge. So the company, I can, when you glance the company, I can easily see this has a huge debt problem. Return on assets again is not 5.42%. Free cash flow, good thing, is positive. Okay, so that's, yeah, so that's on this company. Let's leave the chart for you guys to see. And I do see, wow, this insider sales. So recently the chief officer and engineer officer who sold 1 million shares on 23rd of February, right? So 22nd filing date was there. So yeah, so that's the insider information. So we can see that during this time the stock market, the stocks are quite going up and down, right? We can change it to the day. Okay, in this one the number 7 is CCI. This is a REIT. Let's look into the Walmart. Walmart, basically I did a very deep analysis on the Walmart. I think it's a pretty good stock. Good thing is did quite not very much affected by the market, because that comes under the one of the necessities as well. So if I come to the Walmart, I do see very, not only the Bill and Melinda Gates, but Bridgewater Associates, the all-weather portfolio, which quite famous, another name for the Ray Dalio. He has invested 3.84%. So this equivalent to 3 million shares, right? And 11 million share by this company. Nobody sold this stock, so that's quite good. There is no insider selling as well. Let's quickly look. Yeah, if you want a more deep analysis on the Walmart, I already did have a video on my channel, so where I use the model and come up with the intrinsic value. Here I'm just reviewing his portfolio to see what's, and maybe for the new timers who YouTubers who didn't watch the video before, so just quick glance and see where the company is, what his company is doing. The overall, I think the Walmart is doing pretty quite consistent. This is 360 billion company. The market value is almost $500 billion, for $48 billion, and the price to earning ratio is 27, right? The price to revenue, if I come, is not even 64, is 64 cents. So that's, and the return on equity is 17%, which is quite amazing, as you can see, and return on investment capital is close to 10%. Is this the dividend paying? Yes, this is a dividend paying stock as well. So if you are a dividend lover, I think this is very good. The company paid $6 billion in dividend, right, in fiscal years, and the yield is 1.72, which equivalent to $2.16 dollars per share. Okay, so let's quickly move on to our next list. There are some other ticker as well. Feel free to research yourself, or if you want me to cover any video, please put in the comments. And so far, if you like this kind, because do like and put in the comments as well. Okay, so the number 224422, this is the 41. CNI is one of the good company as well, very stable. This is the Canadian National Railways, very solid in terms of dividend, maybe as well, consistent dividends. Waste management, this is the $77 billion company, and it pays 1.80 dividend per share. And dividend yield is pretty consistent, 1.7, and the margins are quite good as well. The good thing, the company, the price is going down right now. So as you can see the chart, I didn't see anybody selling that. Maybe it's a good time opportunity for somebody, for the dividend lover, to go and buy this. I don't own this at the moment, but maybe I'll see if price further drop. Is a good time to buy and hold this for a long term, actually for very long, for this kind of a stable company. And yeah, and this number 2 position is the waste management. Waste management is also the great company. If you see, let me see quickly what's the dividend this company is paying. So if I see, this so dividend is, wow, 2.1%, 2.01%, and which equivalent $2.18 per share, which is quite good, honestly. And the gross profit is good. The return on equity is 20.61%, is amazing, right? So yeah, also I didn't do, I think, the video on this stock valuation. The PE is quite high right now, it's 32. The price looks like keep going up after the last crash, but there I didn't see anybody from the insider selling this stock recently. Okay, so that's on this one. So now you might be curious which one is the number one. If you know the Warren Buffett and you know Bill Gates, they are friends, and Bill said, and Warren said he will donate all of money after his once his passes to this trust, this foundation, so which makes this more important. So the number one share is 43.71% share to Berkshire Hathaway, which is BRKB. If I go to this stock and see, look at how many, first of all, how many portfolio this stock, and these are not a small name. Bill Gates, Bill and Foundation, that's what we are doing, but other name is Guy Spire, right? So this is another value investor, very good value investor, and most of these are, if you go to this website, the focus investors, right? They have only a few securities in their portfolio. Look at this: 1 million, 1.5, 2 million shares, right? And others. And if you see this market cap is $559 billion, and so it's a quite amazing. I don't think so even we have to go, because this is managed by none other than the greatest value investor of our own in this era, right, where we are living, Mr. Buffett, right? So yeah, so this is nobody's selling, and that's good. So the free cash flow, look at the cash flow, free almost $27 billion, right? So that's a huge amount of the free cash flow sitting there. No issue in terms of the liquidity, 4 times of his current expenses, right? Net debt is negative, right? There is some total debt, but overall net is negative. So the company is, but the company doesn't pay dividend. Yeah, if you're a dividend lover, this company is not for that, for you. But look at the PE, is only 16, which is quite amazing. Okay, so that's it for this video, and hopefully you like it. And if you want me to cover any other portfolio, please put in the comments. And thanks for watching. And you want me to do any stock analysis for where I use the models and do the deep analysis from this list or any of your list, please put in the comments, and I'll try to make the video on that. Now, thanks for watching. Bye for now.